fine women.
Why, did somebody say something? Hi all, well here we are again, and yes, this time we're going back to basics. Alright, I had a few people ask me that they wanted to see me do this aeroplane. It's a new one from HobbyZone. It's the Glasair Sportsman. Now, this is a ready-to-fly package, and it's a learner's plane. It has a virtual instructor built into it. You can switch it on and off. Now, what we're going to do this time is, I'm not going to need my DX8. We're not going to use that, so we can put that aside. Because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to build this plane, we'll unbox it, we'll build it, and then I'm going to fly it with the transmitter that comes with it, the DX4, just to show you how it is for a beginner to do it. Okay, this is a big box. I tell you, if you've got a small car, you're going to need the boot seat down, the front seat down, and go to the shop by yourself to get it in, because it is a long one. But that's the length of the wing. And let's get this box open and have a look. Right, there's how it comes packed in the foam. I've got the mode 2 for me here. Most of Australia will have a mode 1, but you can get it in mode 1 or 2. I've got my DX4. There's the wing packed in here, the fuse, the wheels. You got a battery charger, your battery. Let's get it all out of this foam onto the table and have a look. Okay, there we are. We have all the parts out of the foam. Let's have a quick look. You get the charger, you get a HobbyZone 1300 milliamp battery, you get your bag of goodies, batteries, you've got your wheels, they look quite good as well, and some wing struts to go on. You get a DX4. Now let's have a look at this. It has a trainer and bind button there. You've got trims. On this side you've got on and off for your virtual instructor. So while you're learning, you'll leave the virtual instructor on. As you get a bit better, you'll turn it off and you'll just be able to fly the plane normally. Get into a bit of strife, click the switch, and the virtual instructor will again and help you out. Over this side, we've got high rates and low rates. Again, start off on your low rates. As you get better and feel more confident, you'll move up to your high rates. If you are buying this plane because you like the scale of it, I can tell you, I'll show you in a little while when I show you the pieces. I reckon you could quite easily make it so you could screw the wing on, not have to use the rubber bands, and the wings looks like it's already cut out just about, ready to put flaps on it. So for those people who want a nice scale plane, not a learner, this is going to serve you as well. You have the tail and it just slots straight in. It's all pre-done for you. Now this wing, it's a bit big here, but I'll try and show you up close the best I can. You've got your servo in here, and you've got a really, all the full length piece of what looks like fiberglass in there, goes all the way along. Now, if you look carefully here, you can see the flap lines. Turn it over there. You can see the flap lines there. So anybody who wants to cut flaps and do that, I think you're going to be able to do that quite easily. And as I say, these bits here are plastic. So if you put some screws in, I'm sure you'd be able to work something out. This front piece is plastic as well. But anyway, we're going to build it stock to start with, because we're going to fly it, and that's what we're doing. We're showing you how a novice can get this. Maybe if you're moving up from the Stratos or the Cub and you want to have an hour-on plane, this is going to be a beauty. The fuselage, look at that. It looks pretty good. You've got a steerable wheel up the front. Looks nice. You've got your HobbyZone. You've got an ESC up the front there. Couple of servos, and the HobbyZone receiver in there. Nice and scale looking this is. It looks really nice. The foam's the usual high quality smooth foam that you get these days. It's like it's got a wax coating over it. It must be what they put in it so it pops out of the mould. And you've got the battery bay underneath. and your Glasair Sportsman manual. I'm going to have a look and see how to put this together. I'm sure it only takes 10-15 minutes at the most. Let's get doing it. First up in the manual, it says to fit the wheels. So you squeeze them in a little bit and then just slot them in. And they slot straight into where they go there. Then we have to just clip these wheel splats. It slides up into there and just clips on like that. Then you take the two little clips, put them on, and take your screws and screw it down. Okay, so when you finish screwing them on, that's the landing gear fitted. And there's what it'll look like when it's on. So that looks quite nice. Here's your scale landing gear. Let's get to the next part. Next, it tells us to fit the tail plane. Now you can see the indentations there. Well, it's going to be pretty hard to make a mistake because it just slots straight in. It can't do anything else. It just goes straight in. So you just push it all the way in, and then it has 4 bits of tape, which we're used to if you've had Park Zone planes before, but for those that haven't, you put the 4 bits of tape over here on the plastic and on there to hold it. I'll do that now. Right, I've taped the wing on now, so it's all on there. Next, you've got to connect the elevator up. Now, put it on the top hole to start with. As you get better, you can move it down to get more movement. But while you're learning, up on the top hole. So I'll do that. When you've connected it, don't forget to slide this bit of rubber all the way down to the end. Right, it just locks that in there then. As you can see, now it can't come undone. Well, only the wing left now. You've got a screw hole here. You've got these, you put them on first to start with. So we're going to get this on. We're only going to put it on lightly. I'll get the screw and screw that on. Now this one uses the bigger screw, the one with the washer on it in your pack. Now don't do it up all the way, leave it loose to start with because we've got to fit it to the plane. They're marked left and right, make sure you get them round the right way. Okay, so next we're going to fit the wing onto the fuselage. Now, you've got a Y cable inside here. It doesn't matter which way you join these, just join them up. Just make sure you get the orange wire to the orange wire and the brown wire to the brown wire so that you've got them getting the signals correct. There we go, they're connected properly. The wing just sits on there and it tells us to use 3 rubber bands. Here's how we do it. You hook one over the front, you hold your wing central there where it's got to go, and you just stretch it out and hook it over to the back. Then you take one from this side and do it the same. Okay, now you've got to put 3 of them on. So I'll do that. You've got plenty of rubber bands supplied. Rubber bands wear out though, so it's an item that you'll need to buy. There we go, that's the rubber bands on. Now, we've got a tipper upside down. Now we connect our struts. Right, if you look there, there's a little ball on the bottom and there's a little ball cup there. It just simply clips on like that. Then when it's on, you screw up the other end so it's nice and tight. Okay, I'm going to do that on both sides. Well, there we have it together. It's your radio should be bound from the factory. So if you're using the radio that come with it, you're a learner and you're starting with this, it should already be bound to it. If it isn't, there's instructions in the book that tell you how to bind to it. Get the battery in and we'll have a quick listen to the motor and see what it sounds like, and then that's about all there is to it now, because it's that simple to build. 10 minutes and you're done. That's all it is. Okay, let's have a listen to this motor then. We'll get the battery in now. Now remember, before you put your battery into the plane, this is for all you people who are learning, you always turn the transmitter on first. So turn your transmitter on first and then put your battery in. Okay, when you put the battery in, there's not a lot of cable hanging out here. So I'd put the battery in with the cable facing forwards. There's some Velcro on the bottom. Then you do your strap up nice and tight, and then we're ready to plug her in. Make sure you get them round the right way. Now you can hear it arming itself. Let's have a look. Left, right, yeah. Up, down, yes. Left, right. Oh, and that steering wheel works as well. Now, in the manual, it tells you about trimming, how to trim this surface up. So you'll need to look in the manual and use your trims, which are on the edges there, and you'll need to trim to make sure that your surfaces are exactly like they show you in the manual. Okay, let's have a listen to this mode. Oh, it feels quite easy, nice and smooth. Feels like it's got plenty of power. Wow, plenty of power in that. So there you go. That's basically the build, and having a good unboxing look at the new HobbyZone Glasair Sportsman. It's a very nice looking plane. We'll try and get out on the weekend and get the maiden, so keep an eye out for that video, and hopefully these will be on your shelves soon. And I must say, they look a very nice plane indeed. Can't wait to get out there and give it a go. It's going to be an experience for me using a DX4. I'm used to using my DX8, so it'll just be like me, I'll be learning as well. Okay, see you soon. Thanks for watching.